God damn it, Izuru. Hi. So today I'm going to talk about episode 3 of Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc. I'm trying going to make this episode a little short because as you can see, I have a lot of work to do. So that's why I'm going to make this episode a little shorter, hopefully under 15 minutes. So I'm going to be quick and I might gloss over some points here. Okay, pardon me, sir or ma'am.
A few moments later.
So basically, the episode starts off with where we left off. Ichigo is against Mr. Quincy Hitler. Mr. Quincy Hitler basically decides to fight him, and according to Ichigo, he's stronger than Uryu. And Mr. Quincy Hitler is like, that's some bullshit. Uryu Ishida is much stronger than me. And then he basically, Ichigo is like, what bitch? And he's basically like, words are silver, speech is silver, silence is gold, that poetic bullshit, whatever. Then that man basically goes into his Quincy Let's Steal, and when I saw this I was like, holy shit, Uryu, Soul Society, way back. And he's going this into his basically final form in episode number 3. Okay, wow, okay, I was not expecting that. And that Quincy Let's Steal is, when I was watching it, I was like, that Quincy Let's Steal looks a lot different than the Quincy Let's Steal that we are used to, because when Uryu transformed, he was like, still looked like Uryu. This guy has wings, crown, and weird ass eyes. To be honest, the eyes that I'm not comfortable looking at. Honestly, I'm okay with the design, other than the eyes. I don't like the eyes. Sorry, I don't like the eyes. Then basically Ichigo tries to fight off the guy, and during that fight, after we cut to the scene and we go to the Gode 13. Every captain is in the meeting, and Yamayuki told everyone that Quincy's are the enemy. Yamamoto is like, where are they? I want to kill those son of bitches. And Mayu is like, I don't know right now, sir. And Yamamoto is like, people on the code, be prepared. There will be a war tonight. And he's right. There was a war tonight. Yamamoto, experience showing up, bro. And then we cut to the scene where Ichigo tries to fight Mr. Quincy Hitler. His name is Mr. Ulang OP, right? We'll call him Mr. Quincy Hitler. I don't know if he's a Sternritter actually or not. He might be a high rank Quincy, but not high ranked enough to be a Sternritter. I'm not sure. So he basically is still fighting, and he gets attacked from behind, and basically turns out it's Ion, and this man is too much of a monster. He basically beats the crap out of this Mr. Quincy Hitler, and the three BS stars is back, and Ion, like, I knew Ion is strong because like he was way stronger than 4 lieutenants combined in a way, and it took Yamamoto to basically one-shot him, but it's Yamamoto. So I knew he was strong. He might be captain level in a way. He might be captain level. But okay, whatever. So he's like beating the crap out of Mr. Quincy Hitler. And then Mr. Quincy, one of the, what do you call it? Sidekicks goes to Quincy Hitler, who's on the ground, and Quincy Hitler basically stabs her, she's on the ground. And now I feel like Ion has emotions because it felt like he was actually sad. And he basically rages out, and Quincy Hitler goes into uses another basic Quincy technique, just an advanced version, I guess. Also, by the way, the Let's Steal form in the one Mr. Quincy Hitler used is something like wall something. And this is the form that Mr. Quincy Hitler's form is different from the form that Uryu used. This one is like a lot stronger. According to him, the difference is heaven and earth. Supposedly, this one is heaven, and the Quincy used was earth one. So Uryu's grandpa was more of a traditional Quincy, I guess, and these are like modern, refined techniques. One thing, will this form, using this form, the new form will lead to the termination of the powers Mr. Quincy Hitler has, because that was literally the only drawback in a way that form had. Though this form provides a greater multiplier of a boost to what traditional Lead Steel had, but still. Hey, if you are liking this video, please remember to comment, share, subscribe, and watch. Also, then Ion is like angry and is going to attack Mr. Quincy Hitler, and Mr. Quincy Hitler basically activates another technique in which he basically collects reishi from literally everything. Like he's collecting reishi from Chad, Orohime's armor, Ion, and literally everyone around him. And he basically absorbs Ion, and everything that he's collecting reishi from, he absorbs it and basically becomes a lot more stronger. Goes to his final ultimate form, I guess. So after that, what happens after that? Ion gets defeated, basically killed in a way. Those 3 side chicks, 1 is down, 2 try to help her and try to run away. It's kind of a no use. Ichigo tries to fight him off. We cut to the scene of Uryu basically trying to find answers because he suspects that Quincy's are back, and his father Ryuken, right? Ryuken is like, you don't have anything to do with it, which I beg to differ. Uryu is the last Quincy. These people are Quincy's trying to attack Hollows and his friends. I beg to differ, sir. Uri is not able to find any answers basically, and then he goes to his father's office and he finds a diary which was owned by Soken, his master, his grandfather. And according to that, he got to know something. He got to know that his father already knew about the Sternritters, Yuha, his highness, I guess, and something regarding Uryu's mother which we don't know. And I'm interested in knowing what it is about. Okay, by the way, the thing that Mr. Quincy Hitler did against Ion, where he collected reishi from everything, that thing doesn't make sense in a way, though I won't nitpick that much, but it doesn't make sense because like these people, the reishi is not ki from Dragon Ball Z. Okay, everyone has ki, but not everyone in a way has reishi. Like during the Soul Society arc, Ichigo and his buddies needed to convert their physical body into reishi to go into Soul Society. Right now they are in their physical body. They didn't need to convert it into reishi, so their body should not be made up of reishi. So Mr. Quincy Hitler should not be able to absorb reishi from them. One simple thing that I can teach you as a pro is that whenever you watch any other anime, Dragon Ball, Naruto, Bleach, whatever, just think of their power system as their life force in a way. Like in Dragon Ball, the ki is basically their life source, their spirit in a way. Out of ki, dead. In Bleach, out of Ryatsu, spiritual pressure, dead. Spiritual energy. In Naruto, out of chakra, dead. Though Lee is doesn't have any chakra, that doesn't mean he's dead. He's clearly alive, but it's easier for the brain. It doesn't fuck things up that much. So that's it. Then after that we get to this scene that happens in the manga, which is a good scene because it links to Izuru, and I think that man played an important role in this episode. Is that Izuru in the manga, he has suspicions of the fact that Mayuri is responsible for read the manga for this specific scene. There are a few panels, it's a good manga. Has suspicions on Mayuri that he is responsible for killing 20,000 people in some high level district, and by that district number I think it was like 60 something. So he has suspicion on Mayuri for killing those people, and he asked every other lieutenant, and he asked them that and he tells us that basically in district number 1 people are rich, and further you go from the district number 1 you get poorer and poorer. So people living in the district number 60 or something, from where the 20,000 people were killed basically in a way, people should not have anything to wear, not even sandals. And when he asked the 11th division about when they went there to check for people, they found footprints of sandals. And he basically realizes immediately, okay, Shinigami were responsible for killing these people. Who is diabolical enough to do this? Mayuri. He goes to Nemu, and Nemu is like, I don't know anything, but I trust my captain. Then we shift to a scene in the anime also. This scene is also in the anime where Yamamoto and Mayuri talk about stuff, and Yamamoto is basically like, if you could have, given us reports better, we could have prevented the attack. And Mayuri is like, no, bitch, you don't get to do that to me. If you were able to kill that man thousands of years ago, it would have never happened. I warned you when Uryu Ishida came as a Ryoka during the Soul Society arc. Don't do that to me, bitch. And Yamamoto, this is like literally, I feel like in the first time, at least in the anime, that we have seen Yamamoto that sad, destroyed. Goddamn, a lot of these. Like, he's so damn sad. He's like, oh man, he's really sad. He's man. And then basically what happens? Ichigo was fighting against Ion. Ichigo was fighting against Mr. Quincy Hitler. He's trying to fight him, but nothing is happening. We didn't see the result of their fight in this episode. Then basically the attack happens in the on the Soul Society. Basically the attack happens in the Soul Society. God damn, I'm not working that much. I need to work also. Basically the attack happens in the Soul Society, and I can't work into this, okay. Basically the attack happens in the Soul Society, and everyone is there, and those blue flames appear, and a lot of captains and lieutenants are over there, and they are like, what the hell is happening? But before the same one thing happens, we get to see a cheap ass knockoff, goddamn version of Sasuke Aizen. Yeah, this man. Kubo, I know you think I'm dumb. No, I'm not dumb. You fooled me once with Sasuke Aizen. You made him he played with my heart. You showed him as a gentle, actually good captain. And then you made him one of the greatest villains. No, the greatest villains in all of anime. But no. Fool me once, we are good. Fool me twice, no, I'm not gonna be dumb enough to be fooled twice. I know this man is Sasuke Aizen, maybe working with Sasuke Aizen, working for Sasuke Aizen, having a completely different agenda than Sasuke Aizen. I don't know, but this man is evil. Whatever he does, even if he looks like the best man on the goddamn face of the planet, this man is evil. You won't be able to fool me this time. This man is evil. He basically tells us the relationship that Soul Reapers and Quincy share with each other and Hollows, and their approach towards basically killing Hollows in a way, and the importance of balance. So because Mayuri basically killed a lot of those 20,000 people in a district, so that the balance was maintained, because I guess Quincy's killed 20,000 Hollows in Wakemundo, and because of that the balance is destroyed. So Mayuri decided to kill 20,000 people in that district to maintain the balance. But one thing I need to ask, that the balance of souls wasn't the balance of souls of Hollows was between the balance of Hollows with the balance of human souls in the living world, or was it any soul? Like, any soul can be managed, like souls in the Soul Society can also equate for the same souls with the Hollows. I guess it can. Though it makes sense, Mayuri is the diabolical bastard basically. It makes sense for his character, to be honest, to do this. Then basically the attack happens on in the Soul Society, and a lot of like captains and lieutenants get to be aware of this attack, and one of the scenes happens which is not again shown in the anime but is shown in the manga. By the way, this episode covers 5 chapters, unlike the previous 2 episodes which covered 4 chapters. This one is 5. In the manga we get to see Rukia running towards one of the centers of the flame, because according to her brain, the enemy is in the flame. which turns out to be true because when Izuru, god damn it, this scene, Izuru is like ready to fight the Ryatsu in the flame is 93%, I guess. He's ready to fight, and basically this happens. And he doesn't have half of his upper body basically. He gets hold. And he basically dies in a way. I don't know. I would be amazed because he didn't just lose an arm, he lost half of his upper body in a way. Yeah, he should be dead. Maybe Rose, his captain, will avenge him. We'll see. Rose basically, so Izuru basically dies, let's say that. I would be amazed if he survives. For me, he's dead in a way, okay? This scene was a shocker for me because I usually, when the anime didn't came back, what the hell happened to my English? Did not come back. I was like, okay, on the internet, and I used to get spoiled about what happened during the 1000-year Blood War arc, and I knew that Izuru got hold basically. But I was like, okay, he still survives. He survives and does his bankai or something, because I really thought I will get to see this man's bankai during this arc. I know like he's a lieutenant, but somewhat of a decent time skip happens, and I feel like a lot of lieutenants now somewhat have bankai and will have bankais, and he's one of the talented lieutenants, so I felt like he might have a bankai. His Shikai was already kind of strong, to be honest. Like, you touch something and it doubles its weight again and again and again and again. That feels like a strong bankai. By the way, just for I have a Harry Potter Elder Wand. One pro tip. Whenever I usually, talking from personal experience, whenever I watch any anime and I get spoiled due to internet, the thing that I do is I basically fuck up my brain a lot so that I'm not able to understand that spoiler well. And this technique works very good enough for me. Like, I have had more success with this technique than failures. So if you want to try this technique. You might not be as good as me because I'm a natural at it in a way. But it's a good technique. It makes sure that you still get surprised when the scenes happen because you're not able to understand the scene properly. This is basically a self-defense mechanism for anime or any media, I guess. It's a good technique. You can try it. So after that, we get to see the Quincy version of Renji, who basically destroyed Izuru. And why I'm saying Quincy version of Renji, because he has red spiky hair. It gives off the vibe of Renji, to be honest to me. And when we get to see the Sternritters that are here, and in the manga it's stated it's not stated in the anime, but in the manga it's stated during this chapter that in 7 minutes this 1000 Shinigamis are dead, and Izuru's Ryatsu is spiritual pressure, Ryatsu, whatever you want to call it, is no longer present. I think that means he's dead, right? I think that means he's dead. So basically, I guess Izuru's dead, and we get to see Sternritters, one of those pretty boys. Sternritter gives a speech that soul society will fall or something like that, generic stuff. He might be one of the strongest ones. He's definitely, other than you, are probably the strongest one. There might be one more person who's stronger than him. I don't know, just throwing it out there, but I don't know. Probably not. He's probably the second in lead in a way. So that happens, and basically 11th division is basically, a lot of people are basically destroyed, and now is where the war actually begins because the attack has happened. And now I have to do a lot of stuff. By the way, look at, this. I have to do a lot of shit, okay? I have to do a lot of shit. By shit I mean work, okay? So if you like the video, like, comment, share, subscribe. subscribe, and I will see you hopefully another video probably. Bye.